Hello guys, welcome to another maths tutorial. It's been a while I've posted a video. So this morning we're going to deal with fraction. What is fraction? A fraction represents a part of a whole or a quantity that's being divided into equal parts. It has two parts, the numerator, that's the top number, and the denominator, which is the bottom number. There are types of fractions. There are three types of fraction. The first one is proper fraction, when the numerator is smaller than the denominator, for example, a half, 1/2. The second one is the improper fraction, when the numerator is equal to or greater than the denominator, for example, 5/4. So you can realize that the 5 is bigger than the 4, and the 5 is the numerator and the 4 is the denominator. So that's an improper fraction. The next fraction is mixed, where a whole number combined with a proper fraction, for example, 1/2. So the 1 is the whole number and the half is the proper fraction. So key points I would like you guys to know. Fraction can be represented by division. For example, a half. It means 1 divided by 2, which equals 0.5 in decimal. The larger the denominator is, the smaller the fraction value. So, for example, a half is more larger than a quarter, and a half is 1/2, and a quarter is 1/4. So you can realize that the larger the denominator is, the smaller the fraction is value. Equivalent fractions. Fractions that represent same part of a whole are equivalent. For example, a half and 2/4 are equivalent because both represent half. Because the 2/4 you can cancel it, 2 into itself 1 and 2 into 4 2 times, so you can get back a half there. So it's also equal to a half. Okay guys, here we're going to try to solve these fractions, and today we're going to do this by adding. So today we're going to add a proper fraction and add an improper fraction and also a mixed fraction. So let us begin with adding the proper fraction. As you can see, a half plus a half. So the denominator is the same. So you're going to write back the denominator. Wherever the denominator is the same, you write back it. And the denominator is 2. And the numerator, you're going to plus the numerator, which is 1 plus 1, which is 2. So here the answer is 2/2. And you can break this down a little more by cancelling the denominator with the numerator. And 2 into itself goes 1 time, and 2 into itself 1 time. So you will get 1/1, which will equal to a whole, which is 1. Okay guys, let us continue adding an improper fraction. So now you can see that the improper fraction has the numerator as the bigger number and the denominator as the smaller number. So here is 3/2 plus 4/3. So we're going to try to solve this fraction. So here you realize the denominator is different. So in this case, we're going to try to find a number that both can go into, which can use 6 here. 6, 2 can go into 6 and 3 can also go into 6 without leaving a remainder. So 2, now we're going to try to put 2 into 6, the denominator into 6, right? So 2 into 6 goes 3 times. So here we're going to add a small 3 above the numerator and we're going to times it, right? So that's 3 times 3, which is 9. So we're going to write the 9 here. And we're going to do the same over the next side. So 3 into 6 goes 2 times. Going to do the same by timing the 2 by the numerator, which is 4. So 2 4 is 8. So remember to write back the plus sign and you're going to write the 8 here. So 9 plus 8, which is 17, right? You're going to write the 17 over 6. In this case, this is an improper fraction, but whenever you're solving an improper fraction, you're going to get a mixed number for the answer. So here it's not finished as yet, so we're going to try to put the denominator into the numerator, which is 6 into 17. So how many times 6 can go into 17, guys? So 6 can go into 17 2 times because 2 6 is 12, right? So write a big 2. This is an whole number. And how many remainder going to leave? So 2 6 is 12. 12 from 17 leave 5, right? So 5 would be the remainder. Going to write the 5 as the numerator here and write back the 6 here. So the answer is 2 and 5 over 6. So here you get the answer for the improper fraction. Next, we're going to try to solve a mixed fraction by adding, right? So we're going to add, we have a 1.5 plus 2.5. So this one is very simple, guys, because as you can see, the denominator are the same. But first, we're going to add the whole numbers, which is 1 and 2. And 2 plus 1 is 3. And you're going to write back the denominator because they are the same. So we don't need to solve for any number because they are not different. We don't need to solve that part. So whenever they are the same, you write back the denominator, which is 2. And then you're going to add the numerator, that's 1 plus 1 is 2. So remember, guys, I told you that whenever the numerator and the denominator is the same, you can cancel. So here you can cancel 2 into itself one time, 2 into itself one time. So here, guys, you realize that you have the 3 as a whole number and also 1 as an whole number. We have done something similar like this before, so this would be 1. So here it would be 3. Let me write back this as an whole number for you guys. So it would be the 3 plus, I'm gonna write a plus sign above that you guys can see. So it would be the 3 plus the 1, these two whole number, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So the answer will be a whole number 4. Yes, guys, so this is how you had a mixed fraction. We also had an improper fraction and a proper fraction. So today we do in add. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to try to do subtraction of fractions. So if this is educated to you or you find this information effective, you can just click subscribe or click on the notification bell that tomorrow you guys can be the first one to be notified whenever I drop the subtracting fraction tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.